Have you noticed what you do first when you wake up in the morning? You reach for your phone. It's almost automatic. You can't ignore it. And honestly, no one else can either. It's not because you have nothing to do. It's because your brain is looking for direction the moment you wake up. And when it can't find any, it goes for the easiest solution. And that easiest solution is, of course, your phone. Your brain is designed that way. It's designed to survive, to find the fastest way to bypass discomfort and relax, even if just for a moment. In this video, I'll show you 7 secret morning habits that changed my life forever, and trust me, they'll change yours too. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up and reach for your phone, don't stop yourself. Just notice how fast it happens. Notice how automatic it really is. Because that one thing, my friend, is what ruins your entire day before you even realize it's happening. Let's start with the first one, the one that controls your morning. Habit 1. Give your brain direction. Let's say you wake up early and you're still sleepy. To avoid drifting back to sleep, you distract yourself checking notifications or replying to an important email that didn't actually need a reply right now. Then somehow, you end up watching random videos about how to get rich with low effort. And suddenly you notice an hour is gone. And you already know what happens after that. So here's the move. The moment you open your eyes before your hand even finds your phone, write down 2 to 3 important tasks for the day. And no, this shouldn't look like a grocery list with 10 to 15 items. It's not drink 8 glasses of water or walk 15 minutes after every meal. You feel me? It should be nothing like that. This is 2 to 3 tasks, maybe even just 1. But it's a task that can actually push you closer to the life you're dreaming about. Write down the task, not the goal. Be specific. For example, fix the checkout bug on the website. Send 3 cold outreach messages to potential clients. Draft the pitch deck's first 5 slides. Have the hard conversation with my boss I keep postponing. Message the person who could open a door for me. Design the logo idea I had in my head. Write 1 page of my book, even if it's bad. Remember, these are the tasks that quietly shape where your life goes. You'll feel it the moment you write one down. So don't overload your list or you'll end up doing nothing at all. Write 2 to 3 or even just 1. And once you finish it, you'll feel satisfied. Because even if you do nothing else that day, you'll know you did something that actually mattered. Let me tell you what I do to make this process even easier. I write it down before I go to sleep. I keep a small notebook. Before I close my eyes, I think about tomorrow's important task, the one that can actually change my life. And I write down a few tasks that matter. So when I wake up, my brain already knows what to do. During my sleep, my brain quietly processes that thought. And the moment I wake up, it already knows what the most important task for the day is. Then I put that notebook on my desk right where I work so it stays in front of my eyes all day. It keeps reminding me the task is still pending, and I can't avoid it, because it's staring right at me the whole time. And when I finish the task, I cross it off the list. Crossing it off gives your brain a reward. Try it, and you'll know how satisfying it actually is. Habit 2. Eat that frog. Now you already picked your task from habit 1. The one that actually matters. But here's the problem. Most people write down the right task and still don't do it. Why? Because we all do the same thing. We open our list, see 2 to 3 tasks, and pick the easiest one first. Let me just clear this small one first, then I'll do the big one. Sounds familiar? And then that small one takes longer than expected. Something else comes up, you get tired, and by the end of the day, the one task that actually mattered is still sitting there, untouched. So here's the rule. Whatever task scares you the most, whatever task you keep pushing to later, do that one first, before anything else. That's your frog. And you eat it first thing in the morning while your energy and willpower are still full. Because here's the truth. Your motivation is highest right after you wake up, and it drops as the day goes on. If you save your hardest, most important task for later, you're fighting it with less energy, less focus, and more excuses. But if you do it first, when your mind is fresh, it becomes 10 times easier. For example, if your task list looks like this: reply to easy emails, organize your desk, have the hard conversation with your boss. Most people will do the first 2 and avoid the third all day. But the third one, that's your frog. That's the one you eat first. Once you finish it, notice how light you feel. The rest of the day feels easier because the heaviest thing is already behind you. So tomorrow, don't ask, what's the easiest task on my list? Ask, what's the task I'm avoiding the most? That's the one you do first. Habit 3. Reward yourself. Here's something most people get wrong. They finish their tasks and just move on to the next thing, with no pause, no acknowledgement, nothing. Straight into the rest of the day like nothing happened. And that's exactly why your brain stops wanting to do hard tasks in the first place. Think about it. If every time you did something hard, all you got in return was more work, why would your brain ever look forward to it? It wouldn't. It would start avoiding it, procrastinating, finding excuses. Not because you're lazy, but because there's no reward waiting at the end. Just more effort. So here's what I do. I set a reward for finishing my tasks early. If I complete all my important tasks before lunch, I let myself watch a movie or one episode of my favorite TV series, guilt-free. No multitasking. No, let me just check my phone real quick. I actually enjoy it because I earned it. That reward does something powerful to your brain. It sends a signal. Finish your task fast and something good is waiting for you. And next time, your brain won't drag its feet as much. It'll actually want to move fast because it remembers what comes after. This is the same reason video games are addictive. You complete a level and boom points, sound effect, a little celebration. Your brain gets hooked on that loop. You can use the exact same loop for your real life, your real goals. So don't just finish your tasks and move straight into the rest of your day. Set a reward, something you actually enjoy. Let your brain feel the win, because the tasks that get rewarded are the tasks that get repeated. Habit 4. Time block your calendar. Let's say you're in the middle of your day and suddenly an idea hits you. Or you remember something important. But it's not for today. Maybe it's for next week. Maybe next month. So, what do? You tell yourself, I'll remember this, and go back to what you were doing. But you won't remember it. Not really. Your brain is already juggling today's tasks, and that idea, no matter how important it felt in the moment, quietly disappears somewhere in the back of your mind. And weeks later, you suddenly go, wait, there was something I wanted to do. What was it again? And it's gone. This happens to everyone. Not because you're forgetful, but because your brain isn't built to hold on to things for later. It's built to focus on now. So here's the fix. The moment an important idea or task comes to mind, one that isn't for today but matters, don't just remember it. Block time for it on your calendar. Pick a specific day, a specific time, and put it there. Not someday, not soon. An actual date, an actual time slot. But here's the part that makes it actually work. Set the notification for one day before, not the same day. Why? Because that reminder shows up the night before, right when you're sitting down to write tomorrow's tasks. So instead of that task surprising you in the middle of a busy day, it's already there when you're planning your notebook the night before. You just add it to tomorrow's list, and you're already prepared before the day even starts. That's the real power of time blocking. It's not just about remembering, it's about connecting your calendar with your night routine, so nothing important ever sneaks up on you. Because once it's on your calendar, your brain relaxes. It doesn't need to hold on to it anymore. It doesn't need to keep reminding you in the back of your mind. It knows there's already a plan for it. And when that day comes, you're not surprised. You already saw it coming the night before when you were writing your list. So the next time an idea or task comes to mind that matters but isn't for right now, don't trust your memory. Open your calendar, give it a home, and set the reminder one day early. Let your night routine and your calendar work together. Habit 5. Never miss twice. Let's be honest. You're not going to do this perfectly every day. Some mornings you'll oversleep. Some nights you'll be too tired to write your tasks. Some days your frog task will sit there untouched, no matter how much you planned. That's normal. That's life. But here's where most people actually fail, not on the day they miss, but on the day after. You skip one day and you tell yourself, it's fine, I'll start again tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes and you skip again because yesterday you already broke it. So what's the difference? And that's exactly how one missed day quietly turns into a missed week. Then a missed month. And before you know it, you're back to where you started, reaching for your phone the moment you wake up. So here's the rule. Missing one day is an accident. Missing 2 days in a row is the start of a new habit, a bad one. That means if you miss today, it doesn't matter why. Tired, busy, unmotivated, doesn't matter. Tomorrow you show up again. You write your tasks. You eat your frog. You don't try to make up for the missed day. You don't overload tomorrow's list to compensate. You just get back on track like nothing happened. Because the goal was never to be perfect. The goal is to never let 2 bad days become the new normal. Think of it like a chain you're building day by day. One broken link doesn't destroy the chain. But if you let it keep breaking, there's no chain left at all. So the rule is simple. Miss a day if you have to. It happens. But never miss twice. Habit 6. Set a shutdown trigger. Have you ever noticed that even after you finish work, your brain doesn't actually stop working? You're eating dinner, but you're still thinking about that email you didn't reply to. You're lying in bed, but your brain is replaying the meeting from earlier. You never really told your brain the day was over, so it just keeps running in the background. That's because most people don't end their day. They just stop doing tasks and hope their brain gets the message. It doesn't. So here's the fix. Set a shutdown trigger, a small specific action that tells your brain clearly, work is done for today. It could be closing your laptop and saying out loud, shutdown complete. It could be writing tomorrow's tasks in your notebook. This is also where habit 1 comes back in. It could be turning off your desk lamp or simply putting your phone in another room. Doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you do the same action every single day at the end of your work. Why does this work? Because your brain learns through repetition and signals, not through willpower. Just like a specific sound tells your dog it's dinner time. A specific action tells your brain, we're done, you can relax now. Over time, that trigger becomes automatic the moment you do it. Your brain actually starts to let go, instead of quietly carrying the day's stress into your evening. Without this, work never really ends. It just leaks into your evening, your dinner, your sleep, and you wake up already tired before the day even starts. So don't just stop working. Shut it down. On purpose. Every day, the same way. Habit 7. Win tomorrow tonight. Remember habit 1, where I told you I write down tomorrow's task before I go to sleep? This is where that idea comes full circle because the truth is, your tomorrow doesn't start when you wake up. It starts tonight. Most people think a productive day begins in the morning. It doesn't. By the time you wake up, most of the outcome is already decided by what time you went to bed, how well you slept, and whether your brain already knows what it's supposed to do the moment you open your eyes. So here's the habit. Before you sleep, write down tomorrow's important tasks, the same 2 to 3 tasks we talked about in habit 1. This does 2 things. First, it gives your brain direction for tomorrow, so it's not searching for one the moment you wake up. Second, it clears your mind because once it's written down, your brain doesn't need to hold on to it all night. You actually sleep better because you're not lying there trying to remember everything. But writing your tasks isn't enough on its own. You also need to protect your sleep and wake time. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time even on weekends. I know that sounds boring, maybe even a little strict, but your brain runs on rhythm. When your sleep time keeps changing, your body never really knows when to feel tired or when to feel alert, so you wake up groggy. And that grogginess is exactly what makes you reach for your phone first thing instead of your notebook. But when your sleep and wake time stay consistent, and your tasks are already written down the night before, waking up feels completely different. You open your eyes and instead of confusion, there's already a plan waiting for you. That's the real win. Not just planning your day, but setting it up the night before so that when tomorrow comes, you're not starting from zero. You're already halfway there. So tonight, before you sleep, write your tasks. Set a fixed time to sleep and wake up. And let tomorrow begin tonight.